Hello and welcome to the New Story podcast with me, your host, Rebecca Conran. Today we're looking at the astrological energy of 2026 January. And this month is all about building what we're becoming. It's very heavy in Capricorn energy. I'm going to talk about the major themes, but for your day-to-day transits, check out my subscriptions, my energy report subscriptions via my website, www.rebeccaconran.com, where I break down every day what transits are coming up, along with offering weekly rituals. And there is a subscription where you can also get energy clearing and enjoy a full moon circle as well, a full moon class rather. So, yeah, tune into all of that if you want more specific astrology transits. But we're going to talk about the major themes of January. So, even if you're not proficient in astrology, anybody can listen to this and understand what is going on. So, January is arriving with some very concentrated gravity as the Sun, Mercury, Mars, and Venus are all traveling together through Capricorn. So this is really compressing our energy into those themes of responsibility, consequence, conscious choice. This is a month that really asks us to grow up. And that's not because we're in trouble and we're being punished and someone's going, grow up. It's because it's just time to mature and enter the next level of our lives. Integrity is a practice and it's revealed with what we consistently build, with what we commit to, and with what we protect. So, spiritually, this month, the invitation is to take ourselves more seriously, get more serious about our goals and dreams, and putting these steps in place to get us there. We need to recognize that devotion to our path requires discipline and patience, and really a willingness to stand by our values, even when it's uncomfortable, even when we stand alone, even when it's in conflict with others. This month, the Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Mars, all personal planets, they're all conjunct one another in Capricorn. So they're superpowering each other. And so the energy is even more amplified with these archetypes of Capricorn energy. So it's a concentration of Capricorn energy, what we call a stellium, but it doesn't operate in isolation. It will be squaring a newly direct Chiron in Aries, turning direct very quickly after the new year. And so these planets are going to really alert us or expose rather tender places that we have around our identity, around autonomy, around the right to self-authority. And we'll see that in the global scheme that, we have a right to have what we need and to have a life of dignity, to have shelter, food, and to not just have the bare minimum, but to have enough so that we're able to live our purpose, not just survive. Old wounds around self-trust and initiative are going to surface this month, along with a deep anger, best case scenario, a frustration, both personally and collectively. The shadow here is about control, how we work ourselves to the bone to try to prove our worth through achievement, even though it is our birthright to have what we need, every single human being. The healing this month lies in allowing vulnerability and care for ourselves to coexist with the need to put ourselves out into the world and to be our own self-authority. True leadership this month is going to come from acknowledging where courage has been interrupted and choosing to act anyway. So, there are situations we might have had in our childhood, rejections that we experienced that stopped us from trusting in ourselves or that started to create an energy of becoming a people pleaser or something like that. And this month, those things are going to really blow up in our face if we're overburdened and we're exhausted and we're taking on the responsibilities of others and we don't have balance, we don't have enough time for play and rest and care. We're going to really feel the anger bubbling up where we're not allowed our experience isn't allowing us to have that ex harmony that we're really calling for, where we're allowed to rest and create and play just as much as we need to work and do and have purpose and drive. So all of these personal planets are going to be opposite Jupiter in Cancer this month. The Capricorn stellium is, stretching us across the axis and intersection of ambition and belonging. Jupiter amplifies our emotional needs here in Cancer, and it also brings forward ancestral memories, especially with Neptune in the final moment of Pisces right now. Uh, this is adding this incredible depth to everything we're experiencing. We're really not just saying, this is how I want my life to go. We're saying, this is what I want for my lineage moving forward. So there is a lot of fine tuning that needs to happen this month. There's a lot of longing for safety and healing that's amplified because of that. And Capricorn is very pragmatic and forward moving and practical and earthy. But sometimes we need to sit and be able to use the stamina and the determination to sit and feel our feelings and to tune into our emotional needs and to serve those emotional needs. So we need to remember that masculine energy, Capricorn energy, it's not just here to tell us where to go and what to do. It's here to serve the feminine energy within. So the energy of creating, of being, of receiving, of feeling. The masculine sides of all of us need to go, how can I help? What can I do? How can I align the duties and responsibilities in order to serve that feeling side? Globally, there's going to be debates, probably a lot of energy coming in around housing, food systems, family systems, and the emotional cost of product-driven cultures, where we are really all so driven by the validation we get from productivity instead of an innate knowing that we're valuable, full stop, period. The higher expression of healing this month is going to globally ask for policies, structures, and leadership that understand nourishment. And so we personally need to know this for ourselves as well. We need to understand that emotional and material nourishment is foundational. It's not indulgent. It's not a luxury. At the end of the month, we are feeling a lot more depth and transformation because all these Capricorn energies, the stellium of planets is going to form conjunctions to Pluto in early Aquarius. So it's going to really mark a threshold, and this is going to continue on into February as well, but it's going to mark a threshold moment in collective evolution for us. Pluto doesn't negotiate, it really helps us to see that we can't control anything externally. We can only create healing and depth and understanding and safety within. There is this pull going on right now between duty and tenderness, between building a future and honoring what we need to feel held. So Pluto is really going to reveal deeper elements to that. It's going to reveal where power is outdated, where systems have to transform, and then that's it. Transform they must. There is going to be definitely a pulling apart of any structures and systems and foundations in our world that are built on not on integrity, and especially as Saturn enters Aries in February, mid-February, and Neptune enters Aries at the end of the month, we're going to really feel that draw to be a warrior for the rights of humanity. So January, may bring some decisive conversations around technology, governance, social responsibility, ethics of progress. Individually, it is definitely a reckoning with how we participate in the future, what we're willing to dismantle and what we're ready to commit to rebuilding with a greater consciousness. But when Neptune enters Aries on January 26th, after years in Pisces since 2011, there's a monumental spiritual shift going on. This is the beginning of a new era for humanity. And that's not good or bad. It just is going to be different. The fog of collective grief, disillusionment, boundarylessness, that's going to start to lift. And there's going to be a new raw relationship with faith expressed through action. And we're going to really want tangible, we're going to want to connect with our faith in a more tangible way. We're going to want to see it and feel it and touch it. And those that we put our faith in, instead of putting our faith into confusing things or things that are have a lot of illusion around them, like AI. Inspiration wants embodiment now. And the shadow is going to be impulsive idealism or being a crusader without discernment, crusading for selfish truths. But the gift of Neptune and Aries is this rekindling of a spiritual courage, a courage that we need to stand up for what we believe in, to stand up for our human birthright, which is that all humans treated with love, respect, and care. And so belief can become something that we live and not just feel under the Neptune and Aries energy. So January 2026, it's realistic, it's honest, it's very much about a balancing act between that live work energy, life work, whether we are living to work or working to live, that's something we have to really consider right now. And many of us who are trapped in that energy of survival are going to get really sick of that. That's something that's going to be coming up very strongly, is just the imbalance is going to become very hard to continue with. We're going to start pushing back internally against that. There is incredible groundedness to it that's available to us if we allow for it and choose it. We definitely want to be in our bodies, be in nature, bring all the energy into our bodies. Something very important for our spiritual integrity, our emotional health, our physical health is simply to have an active movement, a body connection going on. So whether that's exercise, whatever it is, as long as you're present during it, could be yoga, could be running, could be anything, but it's about active presence and connection to the body to help us channel our spiritual selves, our emotional selves, and to increase our physical vitality. This month, we align our willpower with mature wisdom, our tenderness and self-care with more structure, and our goals and vision with responsibility and commitment, so that what we're building next is strong and aligned. For my day-by-day, week-by-week astrological transit guides, again, subscribe to my weekly energy report or energy attunement offerings, or book a one-on-one session with me and see how these energies are going to be affecting you. All are available on my website, www.rebeccaconran.com. And I look forward to seeing you in that space. And I'm wishing you all a happy new year, and that many blessings come your way, because we all deserve it. Lots of love. Bye-bye.